Hello, everybody, and welcome to RFL Round 6. This is Tier 2, and we are at Monaco, and it's looking a bit damp out there, I think it is fair to say. And this is a Tier 2 race. I'm joined, but well, R8 is doing a stream today, and yeah, he's here.
Hello everyone, and yeah, welcome to a soaking wet Monaco, and yeah, looks like it's well, not the best of days, I guess, for motor racing. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, unfortunately we lost Anton Hubert at the Spa feature race just now, and yeah, we unfortunately again F1 has claimed another
Ooh.
victim as we look on.
Yeah, sorry, Paul just rammed into the back of, I think it was, Thorpesy going into Lowe's hairpin there. So yeah, I know you were doing that, but I saw him plough into the back of him, and so yeah, I think that's wing damage for Paul. He's gonna have to, for sure, pit. Monaco's pretty downforce dependent. Oh, he's just jumped the chicane. Actually, I think under RFL rules that's gonna be penalty points and a time penalty for this race as well. So as Ants got in round 1 in Australia. So that's not brilliant. I'm sure the students will have a look at that at some point. Look at this. Oh, and that's, I think, BMG Lewis might have just got wing damage. No, okay, he has full wing, but there was carbon fibre right up against the walls at to back, right on the exit. On the right side of stick. If you hop aboard Adam Lee, you might be able to see it. Maybe. Nope. But Adam Lee
hit
does
the barrier.
Yeah, these guys have no grip at all. You can see a lot of guys, I think, actually coming in. So actually, there's a mix of tyres. If we look at it, there's a couple of guys on inters and a couple of people on full wet. It's AMS Joel.
Yeah.
And then they're all in pit. But Beast Tornadoes has gone out on the intermediates, so that's. This definitely isn't intermediate weather. By the looks of it, it's looking rather bleak out there at the moment.
Yeah. I think that swimming pool is going to be flooding by the end of this qualifying session, but yeah.
Is that flowing onto the track in a minute?
Yeah. Extra water. Well, whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, looking at yeah, make it a bit harder. Yeah, that's what we're going for. But yeah, intermediate condition. Well, not intermediate condition. Some drivers on intermediates, and one of them, Beast Tornadoes, going around the track. I think he is finding the limits, I guess. But he seems to be going pretty well as well.
Yeah.
It's not sliding as much as I thought he would.
No, and actually,
Red Devil.
Yeah. But he's on those wet tyres, and he's been fairly quick this season so far. So I think it will be interesting to see, just to get a gauge on how these tyres are doing. Beast Tornadoes lap time, just to compare for now, and BMG Lewis, of course, now. I believe he's our championship leader at the moment.
Brett,
just gone in.
Can you invite Dustin for a minute?
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
If I have him on friends.
And do you have him on friends list?
I do not. And
I think you can get him.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get him on race director.
Oh yeah. Because he started this session, didn't he? Yeah.
No, you can't.
Okay. View commands.
You got him?
I'm at it. I've got him on here. Let's see if I can invite him. I think I'm gonna have to invite him to the party to invite him to the game.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Apologies, 1 second. Technical difficulties.
No, what you're about is all going really smooth. So Beast Tornadoes goes quickest by 1.3 seconds. So actually, by the looks of it, it's definitely intermediate conditions for the moment. Paul's coming and changed front wing, and AMS Joel's is on an outlap. So on those intermediate tyres, he's going to be hoping to probably mix up with Beast Tornadoes up front once he gets his lap underway in the Renault. So yeah, Dustin. No, messaging me.
Yeah.
I'll just tell him
Yeah.
join party and leave.
Yeah, I invited him and
Okay.
to the party, so yep.
Right. So yeah, we're just gonna invite you, and then what you need to do is then just leave. So invite more. Invite to game because I think we've got a lot of closed lobby this time around. So right, to read on my friends list.
Right. So as we look at the track, have you mentioned Beast Tornadoes goes on to pole position?
Yes. Yeah, he went. Yeah, I think 1.3 seconds or something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, on the intermediate. So the track is
I think they
definitely
might
ready
be
for
working.
inters. Yeah. So Beast going on the the split mindset, and I think he's at the moment he is finding the pace, and with 11 minutes to go, it's still a long time. So the drivers in the pit wall can see that the intermediates are working. So I guess they'll base off his performance and go, you know what, let's go.
Joel's
Ooh.
well and truly done that. That was not ideal. I think he tapped the wall going into the back and then hit the outside wall, so he hit the inside and outside wall. So Gut's gonna need a new front wing as he comes into pits. A set of those inters gone, and yeah, that could be vital because a lot of these guys, they're gonna be very limited on these intermediate tyres, and they're by far the quickest at the moment. There's yeah, even Reece Simo 26.3, 6 tenths clear of the championship leader on those wets. So, and interestingly,
Wow.
BMG Lewis has come back out on the wets. So, whether you like on track, what's that? Or might have been
I think
Rampage.
it's slow moving traffic.
Yeah, it could be. Actually, I can't see a reason. Yeah, I can't see a reason out on track why there would be.
Yeah.
Let's pause.
Well,
No, there's no reason on track.
oh, there's a pile up at the Novell chicane. No, Lowe's hairpin, I should say.
That's again. That's the second time some guys have come to blows there. Then.
Ooh.
It's
yeah, I guess. Yeah, getting out of the way.
Potentially involved in that then. There's not many drives out on track. They're all in this sort of part of the circuit at the moment, so yeah, traffic's not great. And actually, there we go. Actually, that's Scott getting out of the way of Lewis there after he'd just been let past as well.
Yep. Let's see. Can we pick up anyone to take us on a lap around this?
Looking at it, Beast Tornadoes is on the in lap, I think.
Yeah, around the final corner.
Yeah, he's on the lap.
He's in.
How
about Lewis? No.
Paul's on a lap on the mediums at the moment. But he just coming into the Nouvelle chicane. Not medium, sorry, inters. Not sure where that came from. We have a yellow. I'll go check what that's for. If you ever... I think that's Tom going slowly to start his lap. So Tom's on the intermediate tyres. He needs to be starting a lap now. I'll hop on board with this if you want to watch anyone else.
Who are we going on board with?
I'm on board with Tom at the moment because he's just started a lap on the intermediates.
Yep, Casino Square. Here we go. All right.
Very.
So heading to very slippery indeed. Into Lowe's hairpin. Yep, got that right this time. We're gonna be getting it very wrong most of the times. The corner names.
Yeah.
Into Portier.
Yeah. Get Portier now. See, I think together we could do over half the lap, so it's going well.
Yeah, heading towards the Nova chicane.
So
the very
all over the place. All over the place on this lap.
Yeah, the more lively the lap looks, sometimes it looks more faster, sometimes it is slower.
Not in the wall.
That was so lively.
A bit too lively, I think,
the
that
swimming
one.
pool. Yeah. And round into Rascasse. Like Tom will be starting a new lap.
Yeah.
So that he can improve. It's probably a banker.
Yeah. I think he's probably been able to improve on that lap. Very, very shaky. So he's got to P2 nonetheless, though. That's 6/10 off these tornadoes and massively overshoots turn 1 and gets a bit of wheel spin on the exit as well for good measure. I think Cal's gone up into P3, 25.5. Label, half a tenth behind Cal. Looking down the grid, I think AMS Joel's, yeah, he's giving the intermediate lap another go.
Yeah, round
In
the final few sequence.
Yeah, go through Raskas and Anthony No now. Very neat. Let's see where this lap puts him. Up into the pole, so provisional pole position 24.0 by 6/10. Wow.
Interesting.
Good lap from Joel.
So, yeah, the track is definitely drying now. And they're definitely going to have to go out in intermediates.
Watching a couple of guys out of track here. Paul just lighting up the rest of McLaren. He's about to start a lap on the intermediates, so I think he's the next person we could look at. He's literally about to start now, coming through Anthony No onto the exit. See how, by looks of it, running no traction control. Not a lot of the guys in this tier are doing it, but brave call at Monaco in the wet.
Yeah, for sure.
So, climbing up the hill now. It's not too bad, but he's got traffic of Forbesy ahead of him. This will be a laugh on the RFL live show if this ends terribly.
Oh
He's
dear.
Forced to make a move. But Forbesy was on a lap, it must be said as well. They're both on flyers. And yeah, we have a yellow flag in sector 2, not quite sure what that's for. But we're, actually I was about to say we've passed that, but no, not quite. But actually the track has now gone green. So Paul so far, let's see what his sector 2 split's like. If it's around the 1:02 mark, he's pretty good, because that's what AMS Joel's did. I see yellow in sector 1, so I'm not quite sure. That's gone as well. Most of this is just people getting out of the way, and that's not the quickest way around the corner. And I didn't see a sector 2 splash, but BMG Lewis takes provisional pole by 2/10 of a second, 2.5 tenths of a second there. Good lap then. Let's see where this lap puts Paul. He's currently last place. It's not been a great lap, contact with the wall, but it won't be an awful position up into P4, so that's not bad at all for the McLaren driver. And,
yes, indeed. Yeah, with 4 minutes remaining. So far, I think. Well, I guess you want to put the fuel up and then just go for a few laps, right?
Yeah, that's definitely something you want to be doing. But if you overfuel the car, you get your first lap okay, and then your second lap you get wing damage or something like that. You've ruined your first lap because you held so much fuel. So there's a bit of risk in it. But I think the ideal thing to do any other track is probably overfuel and just go for it. Maybe at Monaco you're going to want on lap, off lap, on lap, off lap, and then probably come in. Not too sure what the guys are doing, but a couple of guys have definitely, I think even here, Paul's gone for another flyer, but he's just completely missed the Nouvelle chicane there. So that lap's more than invalidated, I'd say. Cal, I think, Cal 17 F1, currently P9, I think he's about to be starting a lap. He's on an out lap on the intermediate tyres. You can go through this one if you want.
Yeah, he takes it pretty nicely, I guess, into Raskas now. I think, is he starting a lap?
Yeah, he is. He's just starting a lap on his out lap.
Yeah, so heading down into Sendavort, I think he is going to be wanting to watch that braking point. Heading into turn 1, takes it pretty nice up into where it's Casino Square he goes. So far, Cal looks like the lap is pretty good. I think he just finds the grip that he needs into Mirabeau. He enters. Well, it looks like it was the split. Oh, I just missed the sector split. But anyway, into Lowe's.
Ooh.
And I think he just no, he's okay.
Yeah, sorry to butt in, but apparently it's wet race as well.
Yeah.
BMG Lewis is saying.
Ooh.
Yeah, that means we're in for. Oh Jesus. This could
Okay,
be
so
good then.
this is interesting now. Suddenly we are intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, we'll see what the X2 split for Cal is, because again, if this is around that 1:02 mark, which it is, so Cal could be on for a good lap here. We're gonna have to see. He's 1 second up on his personal best. That's already going to be putting him around P7 at the moment, but we'll have to see where he can go.
Around the final corner, coming up across the line. Where is he going to put Cal in the grid? P2.
Wow.
Only hundredths off BMG Lewis.
Yeah, not even a tenth behind. Label Red Devil not finishing a lap. He's coming in the pits. That's his session over. Beast Tornadoes is on a flyer at the moment.
Beast Tornadoes. Okay, so
Toro Rosso.
Well, yep, and I think AMS Joel is coming around into Rascast now. So where is he going to put his Renault for the start?
It's going to be high up.
Monaco
He's
Grand
7 tenths up. This is going to be a really good lap here. We'll stick on board BMG Lewis afterwards. First, probably a good idea. Yep, there we go.
Ooh, provisional pole.
By a second. So, BMG Lewis.
Wow.
No pressure. Rounding Anthony.
Yeah.
But he's got traffic in front of him. He's got traffic in front of him. I think that's Scott, I think. Yeah, is it Scott? Okay.
Scott's going to have to jump right out of the way.
He does, he knows that.
Yep, good stuff. BMG Lewis, look at the traction, the wheel spin he has, and he's just fighting that car off traction into Casino Square. He goes, yeah, taking it pretty nicely, shifting up the gears, short shifting obviously because you want to minimize the wheel spin into Mirabel now, and Lowe's Adam Lee in the way. I think he's also on a flyer, so he's obliged to get out of the way now because oh dear, no. That will be Frosty now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, BMG Lewis nearly blocks Beast Tornadoes on a hot lap as well.
No. Ooh.
That was really close.
There will be some some words.
Yeah. I'll hop in that chat now then.
Let's get some juicy salt going on. I
so
don't know
Beast
where
Tornadoes
that comes
is
from.
running. Like, actually, is anyone massively up? I can't see. Paul's half a tenth up. So. That's not much. Beast Tornadoes is rounding off his lap now. He's going to be the first driver, I think, to cross the line. On the next drive to cross the line. Forpsy doesn't set a lap time in the end. That's a real shame for himself. Really bad session from Mercedes. But Beast Tornadoes. Wow. BMG Lewis still circulating, but very slowly. Cal's on a hot lap.
Tom goes.
Don't think it's going to be quick enough. Tom goes P3. Wow.
Yeah.
So, Dustin is right behind Cal. These are the last two guys to cross the line. Let's see. Cal's going to cross the line first. Let's see what. I don't know if he's improving. So, yeah, he did improve. P3. And Dustin, where did Dustin go? Where did Dustin go? Yeah, it was high up. I saw it. P3 in the end. P3 for Dustin. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Right, so this is your starting grid for the RFL Season 4 Monaco Grand Prix for T2. Beast Tornadoes takes pole position. 4 tenths clear of AMS Jules in P2. Dustin in P3. Cal in P4. Tom. Good stuff from the Haas driver in P5. BMG Lewis in 6th position. Paul in P7. Ray Simo in P8. Adam Lee in P9 blocking. Lewis is flying potentially his fastest lap. Label Red Devil in P10. 11 you have Scott Rampage in 12th, and Thorpsey rounds out the grid. Right, wet race is forecasted. So, thoughts on that?
Yeah, and it's wet. It's wetter. This is these conditions are worse than what we saw in qualifying. This is by no doubt at all full wet conditions. There's absolutely no way with this rain you're going to be running those intermediates. I cannot see it at all. So this will be good.
This will be good. We are gonna get action you're not gonna get your typical Monaco. So that's what we're praying for. So as we look on, I think we should be going underway shortly. Thorpsey, as well as a few others, are still loading up. But be sure to leave your predictions, any of you watching, for who to take the race victory. Well, any guesses? Antif?
No. You genuinely...
No?
Wet Monaco, these conditions, no chance of guessing this. Absolutely no chance. And as I thought, everyone... The only prediction we're probably going to get right today, everyone's on full wets. So, no surprise there at all. Look at the spray, and even on the formation lap. That's a Rampage coming to blows with Scott, and there's a... What is that Williams doing? Reece Simo completely missed turn 1. Even on a formation lap, he went straight on into the runoff. So, yeah, this is going to be something. It's definitely going to be something.
Yep. And, oh, I just realized RT isn't in here, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't join.
Yeah, we were waiting for RT at one point, but looks like he's having some issues with Xbox, so we're just gonna have to gloss over that one, and unfortunate for RT. But looking at the grid, Renault are in a good position, 2 and 3. Let's see if they can keep it clean, possibly.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, once again, hard to say. Yeah. But BMG Lewis down in P6, so that is one of the surprise, I guess, we are getting. And let's see what Lewis can do from P6 on the grid.
Yep, there's gonna be a lot of movement, no doubt about that. This is gonna be manic. Yeah.
Yeah,
this
definitely
is definitely gonna be something.
Yeah, as they round out the final corner to complete the formation lap. Some of them are already on the grid, but Thorpsey will round out the back of the grid. And let's see, we have 39 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix ahead of us in this soaking wet Monaco Grand Prix track. As we go to the 5 red lights. The lights will go out. The lights go out and we're green for racing, and looks like Beast gets off to a great start, but Dustin, or Joe's actually under pressure from his teammate, and there's contact already into Sandford, and looks like all of them get through single file, I think, but looks like Tom gets himself up into P4 ahead of BMG Lewis. Lewis up into P5. Adam Lee is P6. Paul in P7. Scott drops, I think that's Race dropping down positions down into P9, and they all Constantina into Mirabeau. Side by side between Paul and Adam into Mirabeau. Up the inside goes Adam. No, he thinks better of it into the Lowe's hairpin. And look at this train that's absolutely forming. Well, I think we're going to see a lot of this train.
Yeah, at the back of the grid, I was sticking on board at the back there. Cal, of course, getting forced out wide. Dropped all the way down to last and just made an incredibly ambitious move on Thorpsey, which of course is demoted. Thorpsey down, back into last place.
Cal up the inside of the Renault Haas, actually. And, that was very ambitious.
Yeah, I think he might be a bit frustrated after that start, and just he got 39 laps in the wet. Just be cautious, don't break your wing, don't get any damage. That's all we've got to do, and a little bit of a cut of chicane there as well.
He has damage. Cal has damage, so
yeah,
that's
it looked like he went in the wall, to be fair.
Yeah, and that's an end plate gone. So Beast Tornadoes leads from lap 2, and looks like Joel's is well, Beast is pulling off the gap to Joel's at the moment, so looks like Joel's may well have to pick up the pace if he wants to win this race. But yet again, a wet Monaco is very unpredictable. You literally cannot say anything about it, and BMG Lewis all over the back of Tom Gorian as there's a yellow flag for Sector 2, and I believe there's a crash behind us.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a look.
Get this amazing shot.
Yes.
And looks like, yeah, I think it's Paul Thorpsey, or I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Thorpsey's dropped back a bit from where he was, I think, but. Cal's
touched the barrier.
Cal's got major issues there.
Oh, carnage in the Novell chicane, and I think that's Scott Brown. I think he collided with, I want to say, Reese, I think, or Paul. I think they were battling at one point. And look at the both Red Bulls are down in 11 and 12. And both of them are going to have to pit for a new set of tires as well as a wing.
Yeah, they're completely gone.
Yeah, they're tripping over themselves, and that's definitely not what you want. Both of them into the pits.
Cal
yeah, it's unfortunate timing for Cal. Yeah, and ooh, look at this train. Tom is very under pressure from BMG Lewis right behind him. Adam Lee is coming into this battle as well. Lewis up the inside into Mirabeau, goes for it. Tom closes the door, and Lewis has to stay behind, or else that would have been
yellow flag.
A massive
Reese
crash.
Reese is out.
Ooh, Reese is out of the race.
First retirement of the race. Where has his car ended up then? Actually, where has his car ended up?
I think.
Yeah, I can't actually see.
Yeah, I can't see his car.
No, I can't see his car. No, must have already gone. But yeah. No safety car. I'm sure Beast Tornadoes will be happy to hear he's nearly pulled out 2 seconds already too. AMS Jones and Dustin. Tom, a long way back after contact with BMG Lewis. They both came off very poorly from that. And Cal's picked up a 3-second time penalty as Lewis nearly ploughs into the back of Tom.
Yeah, Lewis all over the back of Tom here, and looks like Tom is struggling a little bit in these wet conditions. Heading into center bot now. Is Lewis going to make an audacious dive into turn 1? No, he's not. Well, obviously, because that would have been a nasty wheel banging going there. As heading into Casino Square, look at the spray that's being sprayed onto Lewis. And that's definitely not enjoyable in the slightest, I would think. And Adam just sticking behind, just biding his time.
Yeah, for the moment. Adam, he's closed in 7/10 actually. I think he made a mistake before because he was 2 seconds back a little bit earlier. So I think he starting to recover from. It must have been a mistake. He's still got all of his front wing though, I think, by the looks of it. Yes, he does. Unless that front right's missing, but I didn't quite catch it. I'll just do a little front wing check for all of the leaders. They all seem to be fine at the moment. That's something we're going to have to do several times in this race. Just check the front wings, make sure all's where it should be.
Tom gets squirmy off the traction, and Lewis sees the opportunity, goes up the inside into the no-name corner, I want to say. Yeah. And
pretty much.
Yeah, so good move from Lewis, very opportunistic, and he's dispatched off Tom, and now Adam
focuses so
his eyes. Yeah. So it looks like Tom's struggling with the rear of the car at the moment, so he can't get the right traction that he needs. Maybe he has to bump up the differential.
Yeah.
Or bump down.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, so yeah, just continuing my front wing check. Obviously, after that nice battle. Yeah, Scott, he looks good. Cal looks okay after pitting. Forbes, he's still looking in good shape. He'll be hoping to get some points for retirement. So.
Yep, indeed, and looks like Label Red Devil may be closing up to a Rampage as well, because
this could be good.
It's just about a second into the Lowe's hairpin. They go. Yep, and we'll keep an eye on this battle as well.
Yeah, this could be quite good. These two, I think, wanting to be teammates in Tier 1, but Rampage ended up starting the season in Tier 1, so that couldn't happen. These two did get on quite well.
Yeah.
Though.
Yep, indeed. And I think, yeah, Beast Tornadoes, I think he's being catched a little bit, I think. And Miss Jules is 1.7 seconds, so I'm not sure. Has Beast made a mistake somewhere, or... yeah, because the gap seems closer than it...
That's about where it was. I'm not sure if it did extend though. I haven't looked at it for a couple of laps, but...
Ah, alright.
Yeah, Label's cool. Looking to try and make this move. Adam's going to be trying to make a move soon, so yeah, both of these guys are going to be hot on the heels of the car in front of them in the battle for 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th.
Yep, indeed. And yeah, I'm just realizing that, well, I mean, you can tell, but Tom, really aggressive with his throttle inputs, and he's just sliding everywhere. Obviously, I think you can take these set of tires to the full race distance, but if you burn them up too much, I think it may be one stop, even in the wet. Oh, Paul is retired.
Whoa. Okay, what's going on there?
I think
so where's he lost it? Has he lost it in a similar place to Reese then?
Casino
Square.
Looks
at it, yes, that's about where Reese was. Right, so that's definitely that little bump. Not treating these drivers very well then, by the looks of it.
Yeah, indeed. And I think going back to the point I was making. Oh, actually, Adam Lee, I think, has damage to his front wing. I think. Unless my eye is playing tricks on me, but
yeah.
yeah, playing tricks on me. Yeah, cool. Definitely a good time to do commentary at 1 AM in the morning, but we'll gloss over that. Label Red Devil still closing in on Rampage, but I think just not enough yet. He's gonna have to stick behind still. Still a long way. About, well, 32 laps of the race remaining. So, still got a long way to go. Anything you picked up, Entif?
Not in the last minute. I've been looking around the grid, trying to see what's going on. Of course, Label right on the back of Rampage. But Cal's made another pit stop, by the looks of it, or made another mistake. I'm not 100% certain. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, he's made another pit stop, so he must have damaged his wing somewhere out on track. But yeah, that's about all that's gone on so far. Scott, Forpsy, and actually Forpsy pitted. That's a notable thing. So I'm assuming he got some wing damage after picking up that 3-second time penalty for corner cutting a little bit earlier on. So yeah, only 3 guys pitted so far. 3 guys, 4 pit stops.
Yep, and yeah, I think yeah, Adam is in. He's in for intermediate. So okay, interesting call from the Ferrari pit wall, and he's being held up.
Yeah, I think he's got 5-second stop. Oh no, that wouldn't make sense
Stop
actually.
Go.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's before you get served.
Served, yeah.
Huh.
So that's weird. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, as he's gonna come out in P8 behind Label and Rampage, but they're some ways ahead now. So intermediates for the Ferrari. How is this gonna transpire? As he went for a gamble pretty much as he heads towards Casino Square. So is this gonna pan out for him, or is it gonna be an absolute strategy blunder? As,
potentially. It's early.
Yeah.
It's really early.
Yeah, it's definitely still very wet out there. Scott is another driver out on the intermediates.
Oh yeah, he's just pitted his 2nd pit stop. So now we have 4 guys pitted and 6 pit stops. That the average pit stop for drivers today is probably going to be about. Actually, we could be in dry conditions by the end of the race. And to be fair, we could end up seeing 4 or 5 pit stops per driver, just through conditions and maybe a couple of mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
It is still raining, so I'm not expecting dry conditions. Oh, I think it's still too wet. I think it might still be too wet. That did not look good for Scott at all there. See what Adam's a little bit more stable, to be fair.
Rampage is in. I think he's in for a set of inters as well. So these guys.
So it's BMG Lewis. BMG Lewis on the inters.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I still think it's
these
too
guys...
early. We'll have a look
same,
at lap times.
Because...
Adam Lee, yeah, just complete. No, I'll give it a minute because. Right, we had yellows for a second now. What was that? Cow's just got back past Forbesy after making his second stop.
Yeah.
It's notable. Out front, though, the sort of main leaders aren't being tempted into going on to this ultimate strategy yet. And of course, if people like BMG Lewis start lapping, BMG Lewis is lapping quicker than a lot quicker than Label Red Devil at the moment. So unless Label has an issue, BMG Lewis has just caught 1.5 seconds in pretty much the last sector alone. But now he's starting to lose time. He's starting to lose a little bit more time. So maybe that was just a mistake on Label's end. Yes, the gap's gone back up to 2 seconds now, so that might have just been a small mistake from Label that cost him about a second.
Yeah, and well, Lewis is still catching up to Label, so
yeah, no, it's 1.1
we'll
now.
See.
Yeah, definitely just more grip.
Yeah, so but
actually, I'm going to the mentality of maybe BMG Lewis made a mistake a bit earlier on.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But top 5 definitely not phased by this, like you said. And Label has left the session. So what has happened to Label Red Devil? Let's see. Try to get...
Yeah. Oh, really aggressive on the move there. That was yeah, very much attacking for that position. So let's see if Adam can close in on Label quickly, or what goes on there.
Has Label left the session for you?
Oh, actually, yes, he has. He's ghosted. Okay. I didn't see him leave the session actually, but yeah, he's definitely ghosted. So I'll try to get him. Try to get him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll join the party, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah. I think he just lagged out or something, but let's see.
Yeah.
Beast,
yeah,
Jules, Dustin,
he
and Tom.
On purpose.
Yeah. Looks
okay,
like...
so he's joined, so I'll invite him back and then...
Okay, Dustin is into the pits, so Intermediate's going on to the Renault. Where is he going to come out in all of this? Looks like he's going to come out ahead of BMG Lewis, which is interesting actually, considering Lewis... Oh, he spun out of the pit lane, but no damage done, so... Good stuff from Dustin to save that, or else that would have been curtains for his race.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah. At the top 3, MS Jules closing in on Beast Tornado. So Beast, is he struggling on the changeable conditions and the wets? Is it favoring MS Jules at the moment? Because look at Beast, he's absolutely struggling through the traction zones. Yeah. And meanwhile, Jules literally is finding every grip in the world.
It looks like he's got a little bit more together now. Very sideways on the exit there, but I think he's a little bit... He's going to be pitting this lap, I think, maybe. Oh, no, not quite, but the pace these guys have. They're not in undercut territory, though, at all at the moment. Then, like... Dustin is nowhere near that pit window just yet. Could be a couple more laps, but not quite yet.
Yeah, unless he bangs in an absolute flyer lap, but yeah.
BMG Lewis fastest lap of the race at the moment, 27.1, and that's on inters, so yeah.
Yeah. So, Lewis getting very out of shape there, and yeah, he's just wrestling that car all over the place.
There's
Tom
traffic
is come
in front
out
of,
side by
there's
side.
Traffic in front of Beast Tornadoes.
Okay, traffic. Yeah, Rampage So Rampage is obliged to get out of the way. Three marshal posts, but in the game you most likely get out of the way once you see the blue flags.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's been there since the hairpin now, so... Yeah, here we go.
Ooh. So this has allowed Joel's to close right back up to Tornadoes, as we have a yellow. Oh, Tom and
I
Lewis.
think this rain's got heavier. I'm telling you, I think the rain's got heavier.
Has it now? Oh!
It doesn't look...
Lewis has lost his whole wing! Lewis has lost his whole wing!
I think... Yeah, I think it's got wetter again. Just by looking at it.
Wow!
Yeah, because it wasn't like noticeably raining a minute ago. That's why I mentioned a couple of laps ago that I think it could go dry. No chance anymore. It started heavy rain now again.
Interesting. So we could go back to the wet weather tires.
Yeah,
so that's
and
why.
Look, Beast Tornadoes, AMS Joels, they're going to be about a minute ahead of even Dustin, Tom, Adam Lee, BMG Lewis. They're going to be about a minute ahead because they've just saved so much time on these pit stops.
Yeah, so... Well, I guess Beast
Like,
Tornadoes
Tom
and
just
Joel's...
came out the pits, and yeah, I mean, Salzig Dustin's actually I don't know if he's losing time. It was about 26 seconds. That's 26.7 to the lead. So we'll check. It does look like it's getting heavier. It does look like it.
Yeah, and yeah, BMG Lewis obviously serving his pit stop, and he's gone to the wet tires. So yeah, maybe you're right. So
Yeah,
I think the wet tires are maybe the tire to be on at the moment. And have Beast and Joel's made an absolutely masterclass of a strategy?
I think so. Yeah, I think by the looks of it, this could obviously we could be wrong, but I'm thinking by the looks of it, this rain is too heavy for these inters. I think on an already damp track, I think it's a bit too much.
Yeah, indeed.
And Dustin's barely gaining. I feel they're about
gaining a little bit.
Yeah, it's 25 and a half actually. He's gained quite a bit, so I think Beast Tornadoes. I think actually these tires could be getting a little bit worn. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but looks like Dustin, well, in a good position. He's still on the podium, so I guess he can't play. He sets the fastest lap of the race.
I take everything back. Hands up.
Well, we won't know. Maybe it is raining harder. It's just that somehow the intermediates are working. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think compared to about 10 minutes ago, it is raining heavier. But yeah, the Inters are obviously coping with it fine.
Yeah, maybe there's enough heat or something. Yeah,
there'll be a dry line forming anyway, just by the cars running on the track, so... Yeah.
BMG Lewis coming out ahead of Adam Lee, or is Adam Lee going to come out? Oh, he's gone to the barrier. Not sure if that's damage to his wing.
But looks like it looks like it is.
Yeah.
But
so
Lewis has just let him pass. Lewis just let him pass. And then hit a wall again, so I think Lewis might need a new front wing.
Yeah, so Lewis's race, well, the Monaco weekend has just gone from
front
bad
left end
to
plate
worse.
missing, front left end plate missing.
Yep. So it didn't go his way since qualifying, and now in the race, he's lost his wing twice now, and he might have to get a replacement for another time.
Beast Tornadoes pit. Right, we have split strategy. Beast Tornadoes on the intermediates, AMS Joel's on the wets. Okay.
Ooh, interesting now.
Right, direct comparison here. If all of a sudden Beast Tornado starts pulling away loads, we know those inters are better. And of course, if it's the other way round, then those wets are the better tyre for now.
But I think, by the looks of things, Joel's maybe is closer, I want to say.
Yeah, and look, Dustin, 5 seconds off. I'm looking at the gap, it's 7 tenths, it's increased by 2 tenths since I started this lap, but of course that's just Monaco. You get Constantina effects, just makes field spread happen a lot, so it's hard to stick within really 8 tenths anyway. Labour Devil pits, he's just pitted, so does BMG Lewis again, and stays P7 ahead of Rampage, so... I'll have a
Right,
look
back
at how
with
many
AM
pit stops everyone's
Jules.
done.
Yes.
Where's that? Wherever that graphic is. Okay, so Foxy's done 2, Cal 3, Scott 2, Rampage 2, BMG Lewis 3, with Rampage just behind him here. And Scott's on the back of Rampage, that's another battle that's going on. BMG Lewis 3, of course, Labour Red Devil only made 1 stop, Adam Lee has made 2. 1 stop for Tom, Dustin, Joels and Tornadoes, so... Dustin, fastest lap of the race.
Dustin.
This is getting good.
So... The intermediates, well, now Beast is absolutely pulling away now. MS Joels literally is, yeah, I think he's... I don't want to say he made the wrong call, but I think he's made the wrong call.
Yeah.
And
Adam Lee
Dustin
gets
is
another
catching...
3-second time penalty.
Ooh. So
another
where's
one.
Label now?
Oh, yellow flag,
Yellow
yellow
flag.
flag. What's that for? It's ahead of Rampage. I think it might have been Lewis. Oh, he's broken his wing again. Lewis is missing his front right end plate. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, sorry. That was just a bad graphic. Really bad angle. Yeah, that was a... They shouldn't give the inside of that Alfa Romeo end plates black because it does fit in quite well with some of the barriers.
Yeah. But yeah, but actually, Dustin isn't catching to Joes, but Joes is losing time to Beast. So I guess Joes is just in a comfortable position for P2 then.
Yes, yeah.
Oh wait, no, he's not. He's in.
Oh.
He's in.
Yeah, he knows that strategy is wrong, I think.
Yeah, so, and he has the gap to Tom, I believe, so, yeah, or not, actually, maybe not. He may have to do some overtaking here, because Tom Gorian, yeah, overtakes him in the pit lane, goes to set the fastest lap of the race. So, Tom showing good pace on the
13 seconds
tires.
off the lead. Not far, not far.
Not very far indeed.
Especially considering you're not even halfway race distance yet, so... Everyone now on the Inters, all running cars are on the Inters. Yeah, definitely better for these track conditions.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Dustin. If he doesn't catch up to Beast, well, I don't think Dustin's tires are gonna last though, because it's quite a few number of laps to go, and the intermediates obviously gonna wear out quicker than the wets, I would think. As Lewis sets the fastest lap of the race.
Yes.
Antip, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think it did just go for a couple of seconds. Actually, I'm not. Yeah. I was fiddling around with the settings, so I think it might have just gone for a second. So.
That's all right.
Right. Looking around the grid, we're not really having any battles going on at the moment, but that's I think BMG Lewis getting out of the way. Oh no, it wasn't. It was, what car was that getting out of the way? That was an
really
Alpha.
Catch that.
Yeah, it's an Alpha getting out of the way. But I've just gone on board with BMG Lewis.
Scott up the inside into the
God, not the hairpin. No.
Yeah, nothing going for him there. And
he
doing
thought
that,
about
he
that.
lost time.
He thought about it. Oh, he's letting cars pass.
Oh yeah,
Tornadoes.
that's Beast lapping him. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. We could have had a battle between Rampage and Scott, but unfortunately, Beast was a little bit too quick to jump with the blue flags.
Yes, yeah. But if Rampage gets out of the way promptly, potentially Scott could be in a good position to try to capitalise off of it. It's a risky game to play because often you do end up losing time. That's why I'm not a massive fan of blue flags myself, but I do appreciate the arguments why people say they should be there. Looking around, I think Label and Adam. Label's been catching up to Adam in the last couple of laps, so now within the DRS range, obviously that's not doing much at the moment. I think Forpsy no. I can't actually see. Yeah, obviously the yellow's gone now, but I'll go around and do another wing check if you just carry on.
Well, I think at the moment. Oh yeah, Joe's made the pit stop, and he's not catching up to Tom that he should be doing. So
right,
looks like Tom has serious pace. Yeah, so I think that was the damage I saw early on.
Earlier on, yeah. He just hasn't pitted and fixed it, so.
Yeah, so I think he's thinking that he's fine with this damage and he could fight through it.
I think that his car's getting out of the way though. But looks for actually everyone's front wing is looking okay apart from Adams. Yep, apart from Adams, all is looking good across the field.
I think Rampage has damage as well. I think.
Okay,
yeah,
he's literally just picked that up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just picked that up. That might be what those yellows were for.
Yeah. So as we progress through the race, lap 19 out of, or lap 20 out of 39. Well, I think this race has, even though it's now a pretty dull stage, but I think once the strategies connect, I think we should get a pretty interesting end to the race, nonetheless. Because I honestly think that these intermediates can't last to the end. They're definitely going to have to pit again.
Looking at 20 odd laps, it's doable. It is doable, but yeah, I think we might see a couple of pit stops. It is doable though, for the guys especially who pit around lap, or probably around lap 16 to 19. I think it's a lot more likely, but yeah, I think people like Scott, people like Dustin, Tom, maybe Beast Tornadoes, Adam Lee, they're probably going to have to pit again. Joel's, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know the tyre life on these, but I know you can take into probably 20 laps around Monaco. It's a low deg circuit anyway. Rampage having to let, I think that's Joel's past here.
Yeah.
No, not Joel's, it's Dustin, okay. And he gets out of the way very promptly there. That was very nice.
And Scott is right up the back of him, and I think he's going. Oh no, Rampage has gone round. And well, Scott literally said thank you very much and goodbye. So, well, that's unfortunate for Rampage. He was doing well to keep up with Scott there, but I think he's now going to have to let MS Jones by now, so he's losing more time.
Yeah, now he's being up by Jones.
Yep. But, yeah, once again, Tom actually is gaining time to the car in front of him, Dustin. So it's not by much, but he's clawed back a 13-second. I mean, he's gone from 13 seconds to 11 seconds, so he is definitely gaining on Dustin. But it's just, is it going to be enough?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Oh, that's a front wing off. I think it's a front wing off Adam. Yeah, he's lost a whole chunk of his wing.
Yeah,
and, that's not going to help
missing.
him. Yeah, it's not going to help him in the slightest. And
Tornadoes picks up 3-second time
over
penalty.
the back. Oh, interesting. So if Dustin can stay within 3 seconds.
Situation. I don't know if Dustin has a penalty actually. Yeah, but Dustin has a penalty. So both the guys, 3 warnings. That's all. Tom behind only has 1 warning on the first lap, and that was probably contact related, I think. So Tom, if he can get close enough, he'll be there to inherit maybe a position or 2.
Oh, Adam goes deep into the Novo chicane, cuts the corner. So Label maybe, well, there's no team radio, but if he could, he probably will be protesting to the FIA at this point.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Adam Lee, obviously, he wasn't really under pressure, but he made a mistake there and did a pit now anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. But yeah, if let's say he didn't pit, I think he might have just about got away with that. Just about. If Label was applying a bit more pressure, or was maybe even a tenth closer there, I think it would be otherwise. But I think had he stayed out, he might have just about got away with that. And Lewis is first lap of the race, so he's way too far back for that safety car to even maybe just about catch Label, maybe.
Yeah. So wow, 1 minute. So he's almost a lap down.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beast Tornadoes. We keep going back to Beast Tornadoes, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally
I mean, he's a race leader,
nothing to go about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom definitely still gaining on Dustin. 10 seconds now is the difference, but well, we have about 16 laps to go. These guys.
Lewis, wow, yeah, penalty for that. That makes sense. Very, very, very deep into the Nouvelle chicane there. That was not that good. Rampage pits again. That's got to be his third or fourth, surely. So, yeah, no one's made 4 stops yet. No, not quite. We haven't got to that stage, but yeah, it's quite a few guys have done 3 stops from Lewis downwards. Apart from Forpsy, everyone's done 3 stops. Whereas Forpsy's done 2.
Oh yeah. Scott picks up a 3-second time penalty. What's the difference between himself and Cal? Quite a lot. So
yes, enough.
Probably this. Yeah. Adam down in P7. Well, he's not. I don't think he'll be able to catch up to Adam as Beast sets the fastest lap of the race. We do fastest laps here at RFL, so
yes, you get a bonus point for it. So yeah. Obviously, really useful. I've been more than using that in a tier 1 when my races inevitably go to pot. I think I've gained about 6 points this season off of bonus points. So last time out in Spain as well. It's a really useful feature. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, I think in RFL you get it no matter which position you're in, right?
Yes. Yeah. You don't have to be top 10. That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
in my case, last week, if you're running down in like P15, you're pretty much a lap down because you've had a bit of a whoopsie with another car. Then yeah, you can obviously just drive around and try to just sort of drive around, save as much ERS and not much fuel to be honest. But yeah, just try to wait till the end of the race. I don't think anyone here will be doing it unless it goes dry. Maybe Forpsy will give it a go. Maybe a couple of guys nearer the back. People who do have a pit stop, people like Joel's, maybe if we get to dry conditions, he'll have enough time to spare. But I think realistically, with about 15, 16 laps left now, don't think we're going to get to dry conditions. So
yeah, definitely looks a little bit too overcast for the to even think about dries. But
yeah.
Oh, Joe sets the fastest lap of the race, shows his pace, but a bit too far from the lead at this stage of the race because, yeah, I think he's made a wrong strategy call and then, yeah, it just ended up the wrong way for him.
Yeah.
And
Yes, it's not gone well.
And looking behind, Tom is very close to Dustin now, so he definitely will be right up the back of the Renault pretty shortly, I think, because for some reason Tom really likes the intermediate conditions but not the wets.
Yeah, it's working for him. 10 seconds off at the moment. That's Adam Lee going really slow. I think Adam Lee's made another mistake. And is that wing damage?
Ooh.
Is that wing damage?
It's being lapped, I think.
Yeah, I know, but he was going really slow when I hopped on board. Like,
oh
there's
yeah,
a yellow
that's
flag
wing
and he was
damage.
going really slow.
I thought he just set the fastest. Oh, he's going straight into Sandervoort, and that is his race done and dusted.
And you know who likes this news? Thorpsy at the back at the moment, really looking to get a point. Scott's going incredibly slowly, obviously not wanting to lose out
Safety
on
car
points by
deployed.
hitting. Oh! Okay, that's why he's going slowly. That makes a bit more sense. Oh, and Salzig Dustin. He's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Oh.
And he won't be able to serve that either until after the safety car comes in. So he's going to drop to the back of the grid, nearly.
Oh, that is unfortunate for Dustin there. As... Man, now Tom is going to be potentially in P2 because... Or maybe even P1. We won't know. But will these guys take the opportunity to pit? Label Red Devil
I think most of them should.
Yeah. So we should see a lot of pit stops. Alfa Romeo versus the Haas. Will spinning out of the pit lane. Pretty good stop. And yeah, Lewis is in. I think the top guys will be coming in pretty shortly. Let's see. Right on board with Beast Tornadoes. Round Rescas. No, he's opted not to pit. Interesting. From Beast Tornadoes.
Yeah.
So, will the guys behind him take this opportunity? Yep. Dustin does. So does Tom. So... Oh, Beast. Very interesting.
He's staying out. Okay. He didn't need to do that. Right. Is that going to be a risk worth taking or what?
Yes. Not sure because now Tom has jumped Dustin in the pit lane because Dustin had to change his front wing.
And has a drive-through coming up, so it's not going to matter too much.
Oh, it's Joel's has been brought right back into this battle because now he is ahead of his teammate and he's going to be bunched up with Tom and Beast. So this probably is an absolute blessing to Joel's.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Now,
it's certainly going to help him.
Yeah, for sure. And now the question is, who's gonna be winning? Because literally anyone could win. Yeah, you have the likes of Beast, Tom, Joel's, Dustin maybe not so much because he has to drive through, so he's gonna have to serve it.
Yeah, Dustin's got no chance realistically, not with a drive-through. Joel's just decided to skip the chicane. Fair enough. Don't want to risk ring damage. Yeah.
Oh.
A little bit of cheating maybe, but you know, we'll take it. So bear in mind, Tom doesn't have a penalty. Just bear that in mind at this point. Currently going to win this race. Joel's. Oh, I haven't checked Joel's. I haven't checked him. No. Oh, yes, he does. Sorry, he has one penalty. So Tom still only got one warning.
So could Tom potentially go for a second race win here at RFL Season 4? And, well, is he going to get some redemption from the last race? Because last race he had an absolute lead on the pack behind him. And then when the weather came, he absolutely threw it away. But is this going to be an absolute opposite this weekend? Because he's in a fighting position. Well, he doesn't even need to overtake Beast Tornadoes. He just needs to keep within 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 seconds. Yeah. So
that's all.
Yeah. So he just needs to keep Joel's behind him and keep within 3 seconds of Beast, and he should be scot-free for the race victory. But as you can see, Dustin to label Red Devil, the gap is absolutely massive. 40 odd seconds and falling, but I don't think they're gonna catch up to this pack, to be honest.
No, I don't think so. Safety car should be coming in this lap, so yeah.
Yeah, as they come round the yep,
there we go. Safety car
goes.
in this lap. There we go.
Yeah. So getting ready for the restart. Beast on 13 lap. Old intermediates.
Yeah, Label's not catching up.
Yeah, so the top 4 will be going off into the distance once again. And who is going to be winning this race? Beast has bolted, but Tom is not letting this go at the slightest. Yellow flags are out, green flag racing. Into Sandvoort they go. And look at the grip difference between Beast and Tom. Tom, literally, just gripping his car into the corners. Not allowing Beast to pull away. Beast, I think he's done the wrong strategy, I think. I think he's gonna be regretting what he's done for now. Unless he's run out of fresh intermediates. Then that could be...
Yeah, that is potential, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so
he shouldn't have. No, I don't know, unless he used the rule in qualifying, to be fair. Yeah, that's... Yeah. But there should be some intermediates allocated for a race, I'd have thought. And this is his first set, so... Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe in qualifying he did use them all, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe, I'm not 100% certain either, but...
Yeah, Tom, 5/10 within Beast and 10 laps to go. So we're gonna have a 10-lap sprint between the 4 of these guys. Whether Dustin takes the stop-go soon, that's the question. I think you have to serve the stop-go, don't you? You can't finish the race.
Yes, you do have to serve it or you'll be disqualified. You have to do it, Oh no, stop-go was it? I thought it was a drive-through.
No,
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, it's a drive-through, sorry.
Okay, yeah, drive-through. I serve it 3 laps, or yeah. He'll get disqualified.
Oh yeah. So Dustin, he's gonna have to serve it soon. And
he shouldn't lose the position, to be fair. He should be okay.
For P4.
Yeah, he should be okay, yeah, for P4. Labels, 22 say no, that's not enough. Adam Lee's left.
Adam has left the session.
He's the host,
okay,
that's not ideal.
Yeah, that's not good. BMG Lewis sets the fast lap. He's catching up to Labour Red Devil, so we could see a potential last few lap effort from some of these guys. Some being Tom and Lewis. But Tom not finding an avenue through Beast. But yeah, he just has to stay behind. That's all he has to do to get this win.
So much more grip. He hits him. He hits him.
Wow. He's right up the chuff of Beast Tornadoes there.
Yeah, Beast lost the rear end a lot there. Because he was hit, but...
Yeah, so into the pits, Rampage. Well, how many stops has Rampage done? I would like to check that stat out myself. 5 stops.
Yeah. Enough pit stops.
And Dustin serves his drive-through.
Yes, drive-through penalty.
Lewis, all of the back of Label Red Devil, up the inside into Raskas. Wow, that would have been an interesting move if he pulled that off, but Label shutting the door, and Lewis smart enough to back out of it.
Yep, out front, Tom really on the back of Beast Tornadoes here, so this is for sure something to look out for, but obviously Tom doesn't need to make this position on track, and I'm fairly sure he knows he's just got to keep Joel's behind. Well, actually saying that he doesn't need to keep Joel's behind at all, but it's a lot easier to stay within 3 seconds of the car in front when there's not another car in between you. Joel's though, he's there or thereabouts. He's not as close, obviously, to Tom as Tom is to Beast, but yeah, I think for the moment, as long as Tom doesn't get any wing damage, he should be okay here. And I think he knows that. And this is a worse situation to be in when you know you're net race leader, but you haven't got that control of the race. You're still following a car in front. And if they make a mistake, then you're going to suffer from it as well, probably. Yeah, it's not the greatest position to be in. Saying that, Joel's is a lot closer actually to the back of Tom now. He's within 8 tenths rather than about a second it was just before. So as Tom's starting to be held up a little bit by these Tornadoes, that gap's probably going to go down if these guys start battling as well. So
yeah, indeed, and Label just not finding the grip that he needs around the corners. So Lewis, that's where he's gaining all the time. I say that, Label Red Devil just pulls away in the traction zones. So it looks like he has more straight line speed. So does Lewis. But Label just get better traction. Well, not on this occasion because Lewis is all over the back of Label, heading into Casino Square. A bit of lag going on, but I think it's all good. Will he make a move into Mirabeau or the lowest hairpin?
Not the hairpin, never at the hairpin. Don't do it.
Yeah, a little bit too ambitious, you would think.
Very a little bit. Yep, Tom still within half second up front, but not looking like he's really shaping up a move yet. It looks a lot more likely that BMG Lewis is going to make the move, and is he now? He's got a really good run, and he's on the inside. Coming to the Nouveau chicane, but not quite. Label potentially cut the corner a little bit there. That'll be one for the stewards, but we'll have to see if that comes in or not. BMG Lewis, though, still wanting to make this position, and he knows he has got to wait. Actually, I think he has to, with penalties being involved too. I can't remember Label getting a penalty, so. And I know BMG Lewis has, I think, 2, I have to check this out.
Label absolutely parking the bus at Rascasse. And I think he's literally parked the whole of Monaco at Rascasse. Round the outside
so
goes.
Slow.
Oh, around the outside goes BMG Lewis on Label Red Devil at Sandevort. Not the usual move you see there, but what a great move from the Alfa Romeo. Put himself up into P5. Well, one of the most unorthodox places to make a move, and he's done it.
Yep. Yeah, Tom now, he's dropped off. He was at about 1.3 seconds a bit ago. From Beast Tornadoes, as you were going over that, he made a little bit of a mistake, I'm fairly sure. Well, I'm certain, because he's lost quite a bit of time there. But it's now starting to close in again. That gap's gone down 3 or 4 tenths since that little error, but I think Tom, either way, he's still within that 3-second window, so he should be fine.
Yeah, well, you've seen him getting a bit of wheel spin here and there over the course of the last lap. So I'm not sure. He's revving quite aggressively, I want to say. So, yeah, maybe his tires are overheating a little bit, so he may have to manage that for a bit.
Yeah. I think Joel's, if he didn't have that penalty, he'd be in for P2 at the moment, but he does, so... Yeah, not ideal for himself.
Yeah, well, Dustin is in P4. He's not going to be challenged by the cars behind him or ahead of him, so he's not going to be challenging the cars ahead of him. So he's in no man's land pretty much going into the end of this race. Cal has been disqualified.
What?
For receiving multiple penalties. Okay.
I saw him picking up a few, but that's a lot. I did see him picking up quite a few, but yeah, I wasn't quite expecting that, I'm going to be honest. Foxy's pitted again, so let's have another look at how many guys have actually pitted 4 times now, because that's a... Oh, Rampage has pitted 5 times, Lewis 4 times, so Foxy's made his 3rd stop, and he'll be hoping that's his final. Picking up 2 points now, he'll be happy. Let's just finish. You're in a good position if he just finishes this race.
Yeah, and I think you can see that Beast is struggling with his 20-lap old intermediates now compared to Tom's 8-lap old mediums, intermediate. Yeah, I've done it as well. Mediums.
Yeah, I know. It's weirdly easy. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's intermediates and
yes,
you have the
you've got the me in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like medium, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Intermediums, we'll go with that.
Intermediate. Yeah, they're pretty much... Well, at least for Beasts, I think their tires are pretty much gone to slick tires.
Yeah, they're pretty much medium tires.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the traction that Tom has. It's just
so much
nothing compared to Beast.
No. Oh, Tom
nearly doing a Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be yeah.
That would be
There's
an
better ways to
absolute...
go out of that race from a net race win, so...
Yeah. Please don't, Tom. Please don't. Stay there.
Joel's, yeah, 1.3 seconds back on Tom here. I think he's more than safe at the moment. Looking around,
Joel's have a penalty?
So, yes, Joel's has 3 second time penalty. So.
Oh, so he'll finish in P3 as it is.
Yes, he will.
Alright. So Beast will finish in P2. Okay. So, yeah. Once again, if you're just tuning in, well, pretty much everything kicked off over the past 36 laps, and now we're just at the dying stages of the race. So, yeah, sip prep, I guess. Beast Tornadoes, 21 lap old intermediates, very worn out tires. He's gonna be, well, he is under pressure from
Tom's fighting so much.
Yeah, I guess he wants to do it on track rather than win it on penalties, I guess.
Yeah, it's always nice to win it on track, so yeah, sure, it's worth it. But I think at Monaco, not got a lot of lag there. That was scary.
Yeah, yellow flag sector
Yellow
2,
flag,
and that is BMG Lewis round.
Yeah.
So actually, label Red Devil is just there. So does Lewis have damage?
He could well do. I think he did just spin. To be fair, I think he might have clipped his rear left on the entrance to the Nouvelle chicane. So.
Yeah. But Label is not far away from BMG Lewis and P5. So
yeah, and Lewis has quite a few penalties, I think. So.
Ooh.
He might only have one. I think I checked. He only had one, but. Oh no, okay, he has 2. Oh, he got a 3 second time penalty in that incident as well. So. The game must have registered him cutting the corner. So I think Label might momentarily be ahead, but that could be removed. I think so. We'll be happy with that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Again, Tom, just applying every pressure that he can to possibly, I don't know, force Beast into another mistake, because he already has that penalty. He's so close to Beast, and I'm just worried for him that he's going to slam into the back of him. I don't want to curse him or anything, but yeah. Just looks so tantalizing. And Joe's is all over the back of them as well.
Yeah, right. Giles is really closed in. He had a couple of seconds back, but now he's really there.
Yeah, indeed. And getting down between Label and BMG Lewis. Yeah, he's a bit too far for Label to catch up. But
yeah, 5 seconds not going to happen.
Wow, the gap between the top 3 hasn't gotten this close before, and
cool race.
It's now, yeah, it literally is just.
They're nearly all within 1 second, so.
Actually, anyone could win now, because if anything happened to the top 2, Joe's can capitalize.
Yeah, he could well do. I have to keep up watching this.
Yes, indeed. .38 laps, and we're gonna start the final one.
Is
there gonna be a change
within a second? That's wow.
Man,
wet Monaco.
We need more wet. Yeah, we need more wet races. That's the thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And to think that we had a full wet weekend for Tier 2.
Yes, that's potentially one of the first full wet RFL weekends. So I think a couple of times where we've had wet qualifying and then another, wet race. Obviously, or the other way round. But I think this is the first time we've had wet for both sessions in the same race. So
yeah, it's good to see. But wow, look at the hairpin. Tom is just literally, his front wing is touching the rear wing of Beast Tornadoes there. But I think it's gonna finish this way. Come round to the start-finish straight, and it will be Tom Gorian taking redemption from his previous race. Absolute dismal race, last race for him.
Not quite over yet. We'll give it. Anything can happen if you. Yeah. We'll give it a couple more corners. Yeah.
Yeah. So come round, Raskas. For sure, he has to. He's going to.
I think he'll be good.
He's going to win RFL Season 4 Monaco Tier 2. Across the line goes Tom.
Hey.
Beast Tornadoes finishes first on track. Tom Gorian takes the win on penalties. AMS Jules remains in third for the podium. Selzig Dustin finishing P4, making a Renault 3 for good constructors points for the French team. Round the final corner goes BMG Lewis. P5 for the championship leader, I think.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yes. Championship leader.
Yes, yeah.
Label Red Devil coming round the final corner, or final stretch, finishes in P6, making a good...
see if he can finish here. Picks up 2 points, he'll be happy with that. He may be a lap down on his teammate, but Rampage 2 laps down, he won't be happy with that either. So many pit stops. So many pit stops.
Yeah, I think damage limit. Damage. Whoa! Doing a bit of a sliding there.
Horrible images there.
Yeah,
just
I think
keep
he's
it
just
on track.
Some fun.
Just finish.
Across the line. We'll finish at P9. And that is your lot from RFL Season 4 Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah. Pretty solid race, gotta say. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. I agree. I'll hand over the podium interviews to you.
Thank you. Right, okay, so I'll get them all into the lobby if you want to do a quick rundown of the race results. I'll try to invite them all.
Sure.
Right.
So after interesting Monaco Grand Prix, here is your classifications. Tom Gorian finishes in P1, redemption day for Tom, as he picks up his win after his crazy Spanish Grand Prix. He'll be happy with that. Beast Tornadoes finishes in P2, dominated, I want to say, the whole race. Well, not dominated, but controlled the whole race, but unfortunately penalties puts him down into P2. AMS Jules in P3. Dustin in P4, making a Renault 3-4, good points. BMG Lewis in P5. Label Red Devil in P6. Scott in P7. Rampage in P8, I think making a record 5 stops, I want to say. 9, yeah. Thorpsey, Adam Lee in P10. Paul, 11th. Race in 12th. And I think Reese and I think Lewis, Adam, sorry, DNF after the race.
Yep. Not bad. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that then. Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone in? Oh no, not everyone's in. Who's missing?
Jules.
Yes, Jules.
Okay, Jules.
I did send him an invite. I don't know if he joined.
I don't know if you have some mic though.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
We'll have to see. Just try to start with third. That's normally the way we do it. Yeah. If he joins, we'll. Yeah.
Start from first.
Yep.
Well, who won?
Yeah.
Me or on track?
Should be me,
yeah,
but it's gonna be you probably. Yeah.
So yeah, what obviously saying you talk about that penalty. So what happened? How did you
So,
get that?
so just basically minding my own business, and then just braking in the swimming pool chicane, and my
Yeah.
rear end just didn't want to work with me, so I tried to correct it, and I was like pretty much standing still, but I still got a warning for it, which gave me the penalty. So yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's not great.
I feel like it's not penalty, but I won't be surprised if it doesn't get taken away from it, because technically it's a corner cut, but I feel like I lost at least a second there, so
Yeah.
I find
Well,
it a
yeah, if
bit
you send
harsh.
that in, we'll have a look at it. So yeah. So obviously changeable conditions in that race. Was there ever a point when you considered going on to those intermediate tyres a little bit earlier? Like we'll follow what a couple of guys further down the grid were doing.
Yeah, I was fighting with Joel, and he was right behind me, and I was like really scared that he was gonna do an undercut or something. So
Yeah.
I was in a party with some guys, and they said that they're feeling confident on the inters. So I thought, all right, I'm going on the inters, and luckily Joel pitted as well, but didn't fit the inter. So he was obviously a
Yeah.
bit slower. I had to pit again. So it was mainly because other guys were doing better on the inters, and I saw people racking up fastest laps. So I decided to pit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Unless you're saying to add, all right, we can move on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think you controlled the race for quite a bit, and yeah, I think yeah, I think Tom did well to catch up to you, but I think in the end, penalty taken away or not, you both definitely deserve the podium. So congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I hate the safety car, by the way.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about it.
Second time. Okay, GG.
Yep.
Well, Tom, obviously, if that win stands, then yeah, obviously, great
We'll
job.
see.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming, yeah, we're still going with the stream, aren't we? Just want to check that.
Yeah, yeah, we'll still.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, he just left, so I wasn't sure. Sorry, yeah, I was figuring something out on my phone. Yeah, it's obviously a really good race. If that win stands, it'll be your second in the season, so that's obviously brilliant. Do you think realistically you've got a chance at a championship here if you can keep up this good form?
I mean, honestly, after I won in Baku, it was like, okay, let's see what happens in the next couple of races. I honestly don't know now. I think I have what it takes to win and to be consistent, but at the same time, I just want to treat it race by race. It's a marathon, not a sprint at the end of the day. So it's all about wearing your opposition down. And I think today, I think I definitely wore Lewis down as far as the championship gap is concerned. Apparently, according to my teammate, shout out to Level, second and third in the driver's standing. So that's great, regardless of the win or second place. But as far as can I challenge for the championship, I definitely believe I can, and I think I can. Especially as we enter, Canada, France, Silverstone, a couple of my favourite tracks. I think we've got a special advantage on there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, hope to see you fighting at the front then, and yeah, obviously best of luck in those races. Since Tier 1 has got to get underway now, and you're commentating that, I'm sure
Yep.
don't want to be held up too long, and we need to get the stream wrapped pretty soon, because the 3 laps of respect for Antoine Hubert, of course, after the sickening events in F2 today. Yeah, the 3 parade laps will be going on for the Tier 1 guys as well. And yeah, I think there's going to be quite a good turnout for that as well. Yeah, obviously, thoughts and respects to all of the family, and I hope Juan Manuel Correa gets well soon. Of course, well soon is injured in that crash. So yeah, I think alright, if you want to round off the stream now, then yeah, we'll get underway with Tier 1 soon.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, I mean, there's nothing really much to hype up about because obviously due to the recent events. But yeah, be sure to catch us at Tier 1 later on in about 20 minutes time.
Minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, be sure to join Tom as well as Lewis and myself behind the cameras. And yeah, until then, be sure to subscribe to this channel to have more racing action. And until the next race, which is pretty soon, we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Peace.